Yeah, so I'm talking about I'm David S. Ranjan. I'm pretty much sure that you know me. You don't, but I'm pretty sure that you don't because it's my first video, obviously. So it's just like that game when we are growing up. So we're learning much about society, and we are basically learning what the peoples are teaching us, things, the culture, or the practices which we follow. They're all being taught by us, by the peoples we see around, or by the books we are reading. Your peoples we respect them. They were freedom fighters of our country. I'm from India, and they were freedom fighters from India. At the time I'm growing up, I crossed 15, I crossed 16. There are certain great peoples who are now put into a question box, or their character are being questioned now, which is not a very good thing. Very honestly, I want to tell one single thing. Like, I'm very pissed off when someone comes to me and they say that dude, he's talking about the great Mahatma Gandhi, the legend, the guy who is responsible for the freedom of our country. People say that he's done at this, he's done that, he's responsible for the partition, he's responsible for the Hindu Muslim riots happening back then and still. But yeah, he's not. If he would have been responsible for it, he wouldn't, or he had something to extract from it, he would not have done so much of good things or so much of help to the Indian peoples who were struggling back then when the colonial peoples were ruling. But we don't understand that. We are not in a mood to understand it. I don't know why. Like, we are questioning them, and we are stating them as corrupt, which is not at all appropriate to it. It is, for me, this is a crime. You cannot respect them. That's your problem. You cannot just look up to them. You're not following their ideologies. That's fine. That's your own ideology. But yeah, dude, you're living free. You're saying these all things because of him or many other freedom fighters. I'm not just pointing at him. I'm pointing at him because he's a big issue in our country. By the time I was growing up, I was a kid. I was 6. I was 7. There used to be big articles, big pictures of Mahatma Gandhi when on 2nd of October. And I used to love it, right? People get to know that today is Gandhi Jayanti. I grew up in the last 4 5 years. I haven't seen a single picture in the whole fucking newspaper or anywhere. No one is talking about him. He's like a gone trend, and he's not a trend, dude. People don't understand, and that's the most poor thing. People are taking him as a trend. He's not a trend, dude. He's not a trend. He's not like a daily topic and the daily things happening to our country and just passing away and the trend is gone, it's gone. It's not like feminism. It's not like the reservation of the rights of the, you know, SCs and STs. It's not like that. It's different. You're respecting the gods which you haven't seen, which you have no idea about. You just know about them very few things which the people taught about you, the stories you have been told, and you're worshipping them like mad peoples. And then he is the guy who has done the work the gods of our culture, of any other culture, has done at their times. And we're not respecting it. We are questioning them, we are corrupting them, we are saying that they did this, they did that. Whatsoever it was, dude, we are free. And we are because of them. And we are obliged to respect them. It's not a choice. It should be mandatory. If you're living in India, it should be mandatory. Like, you should respect the national flag, you should respect the national anthem, you should respect a national song, and so much bullshit like this. Like, so many rules, but they are not. There are no rules about those peoples who are very responsible. The national flag wouldn't be a national flag if he wouldn't have been there. You understanding what I'm saying? A national anthem wouldn't be a national anthem if he wouldn't have been there. Or the many peoples like him, Jawaharlal Nehru, they have been questioned, dude. Their religion has been questioned. Does the religion matters? Or does the daily things matter? Dude, if I'm doing something for my country, look, I'm not saying that people who are questioning them are bad or have a bad mentality or have a poor mind or are irrational. No, they are not. Just it's not their mistake. It's not a trend to question them. Do you have the right? Can you stand in front of them and can question them? If he questions you, then what are you doing to this country rather than just questioning what we did? You can't, dude. You're not doing a single thing. You're not putting a single brick for the building of this nation, and you're just removing the basements and you're removing the base of this constitution of this nation, and you're just happy doing it like, dude, we are doing it. And this is bullshit. Trust me. You're getting nowhere questioning those peoples because you are talking to me. I am talking to you on this platform because of those peoples. If those people have not been here, we're still a slave. We don't have a fucking identity. You can understanding what I'm saying? We don't have an identity. You're saying that he's responsible for, and we are, facing the problems because of him 70 years after, dude. If you would have followed his ideologies, if the peoples have followed their ideologies, would have been much developed according to the technologies and according to the brains we have right now. We have underdeveloped brains. We want freedom, we don't deserve it because we are not know how to utilize our freedom, because we just know how to bullshit talking and just uttering shit from your mouth every single time. You have disintegrated him, and now you're questioning him like you're questioning your father, right? That why did he build a home like this when you are fucking homeless without him? Getting my point? This is something what people today doing, and they're enjoying it. I don't know why. Their religion has become a bigger issue than this fucking nation. That's a fucking pathetic thing. And I'm fucking ashamed to be in this nation with this culture and this mindset of the peoples around me. This country really sucks. If you look at the people's mentality, you go, you talk to peoples, and if you are a rational thinker, you come back to the home at the evening or at night, you don't realize what you have heard all day. It's all bullshit. Like, there are crimes happening in the daily basis in our country, and there are certain crimes which are highlighted and which are picked up by the media, and they are showcased bluntly, and the peoples are now so much concerned about it. Okay, and things are going worse to worst, and that's pathetic, dude. Right now, some rape case happened in Hyderabad, and it becomes such a big issue. You go to the news every day at 7 a.m. There are bulletin news like 100 news in 10 minutes and something like that. You see 5 to 6 rape cases daily. Wherever you do, if this rape case happened in the same way that it comes in a bulletin and it just passed away, no one fucking cares about it. Who dies, who doesn't, no one cares. But yeah, the media picked it up. They got a TRP because they are just now being, defenestrated by the topic of the Ayodhya verdict. So now now they should have something to talk about. The Pakistan is not doing much, so they can't talk about them. The Ayodhya verdict is done, so they can't talk about them. They are homeless, they are businessless. Okay, they are now, the unemployed persons if we don't have a topic. So they picked it up. Okay, that's their TRP. So just like the daily soaps happening in our country every time, it's nothing different. News channels are not sharing the information now, they're just sharing our feelings. Like a Sas Bahu show, and he does like this, he does like that. The people don't have their own ideologies. They just listen to them and they feel bad. Why do you are feeling bad, dude? Is that girl your sister? Is that girl your mother or your family member? You're feeling that much? I'm not talking. Yeah, I feel for that girl, but yeah, I feel for the others too. Then I should feel for. I cannot be hypocrite. The biggest problem is hypocrisy. Nirbhaya case has been in headlines for 6 fucking months. What's the use of it, dude? It's not helping in the development of the country. It's not reducing the crime rates. It's saying nothing. Just wasting your time marching here and there doing nothing. Dude, crime is a part of our society, not from now, from the fucking Satyug, because the fucking Lord Ram has need to come down to destroy the criminals then. So it's a part. And it's not like that he removed the Ravana and it's over. No, he need to come back again and again and again and again. Why? Because the crimes and the criminals and the evil-minded peoples are a part of our nation, a part of our society, a part of our world. Okay, you just cannot put them out of the equation. You just cannot. And you are doing irrational things, and now they are the four accused have been killed. Now people are celebrating it, dude. You should be ashamed that even the fucking police of our country is not believing in the judiciary of our country. Then how can you believe in it? So it's very obvious now after that that if someone kills someone of their family, and obviously if something bad like this or even a simple murder, dude, I personally don't think there's much difference in a rape and a murder because the person is dead. It doesn't matter he's being fucked or not before killing. So it doesn't makes any difference for me. So the fact I'm trying to talk about, dude, don't get hypocrite. We have a better things to discuss. And what's the what's most pathetic is our leaders, okay, who are ideals of some peoples. The people look up to them. Okay, they are the one who are representing the constituencies they are coming from, and they're saying things like the rapists should be killed in mob lynching. Dude, are you out of your mind? For a small crime, I must say, I'm saying it in front of everyone. Like, it's a small crime. Rape, it happens in hundreds on daily basis, and I can bet any of the 7.6 billion peoples in the world who can claim that, dude, I can vanish it. I am ready to be their slave for the rest of the life. It's not like that. You are creating bigger possibility of a very adverse crime because of a small crime, and they don't understand this thing. They're of pathetic mentality, and that's why I'm ashamed that not because of the peoples of the country, because I know if you live in India, you cannot expect a rational thinking, or you cannot expect a level of intellect or some level of even sense from the citizens of this country. It's like the Easter egg. You need to dig it out and you need to find it out. You cannot find it on a daily basis. You just can't. So I'm not questioning them because I don't have any expectations from them. I'm questioning the leaders who have been selected. The people are looking up to them. They are representing, not even in the nation, they are being represented internationally also. They are saying things like this is show that how pathetic they are and how pathetic we are to choosing them as leaders. We need to grow up. We need to think rationally. We need to put our mind into these cases rather than being affected internally that, oh, it happened, she needs justice. Dude, the thing what happened was not justice. It was bullshit. It was the cowardness of the system of our country. And now I say that this one girl does not deserve the lives of the four peoples. The killing of those four peoples is fucking more adverse than the killing of that single girl. And that's fact. You cannot kill four peoples for just a single girl. You just can't. That's pathetic. That's injustice.